Catalyst, join me in showing some big love all the way from Kenya, Jimmy Wambua.
My name is Jimmy Wambua, and I grew up in a slum in Kenya. I roam the streets hoping that somebody will hold my hand and release me from this situation.
Something dramatic happened in your life. Share that with us.
That was the April of 1990, and my mother came back. And that night she said to me, Jimmy, God loves you so much. I found some help somewhere, and tonight we shall be traveling 220 miles away from here in the direction of that hope. We got to this train, and for 12 hours we drove in the direction of that hope. And by the morning, we were at this compassion project in partnership with the local Baptist church. And that's where I got registered as a little boy. And 4 months later, I received a letter, and please allow me to read it to you, because this defined the rest of my life, that who I am today. This letter is 19 years old and says, Hello Jimmy, my name is Mark and I'm 20 years old. I really love this world and the people within it, all because of God's love for me and you and everyone. So even though you are halfway through the world, I know that God loves you and cares for you. He mapped my whole vision for life. He mapped my whole vision for life in these few words, because from then, my life is a different life. Right now, I'm sponsoring a kid in Haiti. She's 4 years old. That's the time that I was intervened at. And I think that's the time that I need to intervene to a child and change the whole course of their life.
Isn't that great? Here's a young man whose life was changed by the love of Christ being put in action through a young 20-year-old, and now he's standing in the gap and helping others. One question: have you ever talked to your sponsor?
No.
You have not?
No.
Well, would you like to meet him right now? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mark Hales, Jimmy's sponsor.
For me, I think it was a God's moment, remembering how much I desired one day to see him, and God opening up that moment in that way.
We didn't script for me falling apart.
For me, I felt if I will never meet him, it would have been a dilemma. This person changes my life, and I don't get to see him. But seeing him there and seeing him in real person, it was the most powerful moment ever in my life. To see a person who rescued me from death.
So 10 months ago, you meet your sponsor, Mark, for the first time in front of thousands of people. And now, we're here on the ground in Haiti, about ready to meet the little girl that you sponsor. What is going through your head and your heart right now?
I think it takes me back 20 years. When I was roaming the streets and hoping that somebody will stop and rescue me from the situation. She may not understand right now, at the age of 6, but meeting her gives me an opportunity to start unfolding my story to her, with my future letters to her, telling her this is where I began. God loves her so much because this hope is coming through God, and 2, that she has a bright future ahead of her, a very bright future, and that we are together in this journey.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm ready to go. I'm about ready to vomit. I'm so nervous. I know he's nervous, so let's go meet this beautiful little girl.
So where are you?
I'm at the dock where we're about to take the boat to Elivash, the island across there where my sponsored child comes from. It's amazing that I grew up in the same kind of environment, you know, with coconut trees around me and the Indian Ocean. This is the Caribbean, but I grew up in the Indian Ocean, same temperatures. You know.
So you feel like you're at home?
I feel like I'm home, you know, I feel like I'm going to see my little sister. Elivash. I'm nervous now. Yeah. When I first set my eyes on Zenali, and she saw me and came running to me, and I grabbed her up and she hugged me. That moment brought all these memories of me being hopeless, having no hope for another day, and somebody intervening and growing up to become somebody who can become a big hope to his community. And here I am again, holding a frail child, living in extreme abject poverty, telling her, you know what, you're not alone in this. I was in the same spot you are right now. And the opportunity you have is the same opportunity I had. So you have hold the opportunity to be who you can be.
You know, the thing that I'm struck most by was that Mark Hales was not on this trip with us. And it started with him as a young college student, deciding to sponsor Jimmy, rescuing Jimmy effectively. If you're sponsoring a child, it can seem insignificant. It is a small amount of money after all, but the return on that investment is still more than I can really truly comprehend. What a profound honor and privilege to be on this trip with our good friends at Compassion and to actually see just one example of the greater impact on the kingdom that this wonderful organization is having.
In that very moment, I could see Zenali, 26-year-old, maybe touching another life. I pray God that He will keep me alive to see another moment of Zenali running into another child and holding another child and passing on the baton of hope. That is, I can't tell. It's an amazing, amazing thing. It keeps my heart pumping. It keeps my heart excited. I wish everybody will do such a thing.